Hello, we're from Mr. Alul's 4th hour class. I'm Kelsey.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Kadie.
And we will be doing a small debate on nuclear power.
Okay, to start off on the pro side, me and Hannah, nuclear power plants generate power less expensively than wind or solar power plants.
Okay, but Kelsey, have you ever thought of how much it costs to build or close a power plant?
I guess not.
Well, it costs $2 to $9 billion to start up a power plant. And as well as the money, it must be done within safety codes. So you have to think about that before you start or close a building.
New York also has had like blackouts and everything, and it affected 50 million people since they treat energy cost, and since that energy costs more.
But the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission, they regulate commercial and institutional uses of nuclear energy, including power plants. Power plants are designed, licensed, and constructed and operated to strict requirements, so it's safe, and overall it's better for the environment.
Also, nuclear energy faculties are reliable, providing baseload, on-demand electricity 24/7 and at 86% operational efficiency in 2012.
See, I'm gonna have to disagree with that because they're not reliable at all. There have been 109 accidents worldwide between 1955 and 2012, along with 27 accidents and incidents that costed over $100 million for property damage.
I guess we just disagree.
We're still working it out. The chief nuclear officer and senior vice president of NEI, which is the Nuclear Energy Institution, says, and I'm quoting, that while it will take some time to fully understand the events at the tsunami-stricken Fukushima, I don't know how to pronounce that, nuclear power plant, we will evaluate the lessons from the events at Fukushima and apply them to U.S. nuclear power plants and make them even safer. As we increasingly emphasize a low-carbon economy, our need for clean electric energy generating capacity will grow. Nuclear energy fills this role. So we're still figuring it out, but overall, we're getting there, and it's better for the future.
Well, I still think it has like its concerns and everything because like long-term containment and disposal of large amounts of radioactive material is just like not okay. It's just stored mainly at individual reactor sites, and there's 430 locations around the world, and like it's like unsafe for the people.
But for health effects, after over 50 years of commercial nuclear energy production, there's been no radiation-related health effects linked to their operation. And according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, it's safer to work at a nuclear power plant than at a fast food restaurant, a grocery store, or in real estate.
Yeah, and also nuclear power plants have the lowest impact on the environment of all energy sources. It provides zero carbon emissions, and it provides 64% of carbon-free power across the USA.
Okay, and where do you put the radioactive or nuclear waste?
I guess it's just one of those things we're still figuring out.
Well, right now, there are no facilities for permanent disposal. Radioactive has become harmless through decay, but it takes thousands of years to go through decay. So basically, you just have nuclear waste sitting there, waiting to decay.
And also on that, it says that Washington has 6 underground tanks holding toxic and radioactive waste that are leaking.
If that's true, how we've been doing this for 50 years and there's still been no negative health effects linked to the operation.
Okay, but it's still hurting our environment. There's still nuclear waste leaking out into the earth.
I know, but it's something where we can't focus. We're trying to figure things out now, so later in the future it can be better. But if you stop this in its tracks now, you're increasing our already energy problems now. So we have to find a new thing, and this is the new thing. This fills everything, all of the problems we have right now. We're just figuring it out.
And also, it's the most highly regulated in the world. It's regulated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and the NRC inspectors are on site at all times.
Alright, but have you ever thought about the fuel danger and what that does?
But there's already a ton of fuel danger now, and how?
Okay, but uranium, which is used, like, it's the main fuel used in the nuclear fusion power plants, it's limited to a few countries and suppliers because of how unhealthy and unsafe it is. So we are one of that countries that uses the uranium. So that's basically saying that we're using it even though it's not regulated in some places because of its hazards.
I know, but just because it's not regulated in some places doesn't mean it's not regulated here.
Well, I know, it's right, it's allowed here, but it's still causing damage.
Alright. Do you guys want to cite our sources now? Who won? Questions, ask you. Who won? Like a rap battle.
Oh, like, I personally don't, I think it's bad, but you guys might have a different opinion on that. Okay, well, my sources are the article World of Wonder Nuclear Energy, Wikipedia.com, the article from USNRC Radioactive Waste, and www.greenworldinvestor.com.
My sources is the AP, the Big Story article, the USNRC Radioactive Waste article, and Leaking Takes Our Hanford Nuke Site's Latest Woe article, and also World of Wonder Nuclear Energy article.
I have sources from an article, the article Myths and Facts About the Safety of Nuclear Energy by the Nuclear Energy Institution, and then the quote from the Chief Nuclear Officer and Senior Vice President of the NEI. And then I also have the source of the article Nuclear Power in America, 5 Reasons Why It's Safe and Reliable.
And the articles I use to help me on the pros side is the Nuclear Energy Pros and Cons, energyinformative.org, greenworldinvestor.com, and Energy Informative article.
And that wraps up our debate.
Okay.
Boo, nuclear energy!
Woo!